All right, you know, I've got an old door, and you know something with old doors? They only have one lock many times, like this one right here. And so we're gonna add a deadbolt today to this thing. It needs it because, well, I wanna secure my garage. And this is actually a lot easier to do than you might think. Let me show you how. First, I gotta pull this door off the hinges and set it down so we can drill some holes in some wood and make some sawdust. All right, installing this deadbolt is pretty easy actually. Just gotta have the right tools for the job, and one of them is this template because I've gotta drill this way through and in here so we can install this lock set. So there are some standard spacings for this, but I wanna move mine up just a little bit because the farther up I have this, the more importantly, it's gonna be stronger in the door frame itself, so it adds a little bit of security. So the first thing we gotta do is start installing this little template. This is the easy button for one of these, and you can pick these up at the home center. And then I'm gonna clamp this on here and I'll show you what we have to do. There's a lot of these different templates. This is just my favorite because it's really adjustable and heavy duty. Some of the thin plastic ones don't work as well. So I'm gonna clamp that on there nice and tight. Last thing I want is this thing moving around. Get that a little tighter. Now don't forget your safety glasses with this because we're gonna throw some wood chips around. All right. All right, there's one hole down. I gotta go through the front, change bits. We're ready to start putting a lock together. All right, let's get the drill and got another bit. Let's drill this cylinder lock. But here's one thing before we get going on this. You're not gonna mess this up. This template is what makes it easy. As long as you go through, you can't go too far, and it'll go through and dial it in for you. So this makes it so it's pretty hard to mess up. I know you can handle this. Let's drill this one. All right, this old door is really thick, which means I gotta remove this out of the way because I got about a 1/16 inch to go. So let me take this out. And again, we've already made the template. It's already almost all the way through, so that's the cool part. So we're gonna get to go through the rest of it. You've already got the hole, so let me get that, and then we'll be good to go. Get this started. All right, there we go, guys. Now it's time to start putting a lock together. All right, let's clean off my work area here a little bit. Don't need to be messing with all the sawdust. Here's the thing with this. I did a couple things with this. There's two different styles of lock set you can get on a deadbolt. And to be honest, I got the one with the two locks on it, where it's inside the house where somebody has to get in and out. It's my garage. So I wanted to make sure that if somebody busts this window out, you just can't reach around and lock it. All right, so the first part of this is we're gonna install the barrel in here, but the way this goes in, I actually have to cut out and recess this in the door so the door will shut. So that'll be the first step here, is to get that so I can get this in. So first off, gonna have to use this tool on the side here. All right, so this is what this does. It's gonna cut that little opening for us so we can take it out. This little template works great for that. All right, let's go ahead and put this deadbolt section in here. Couple screws. And the next step after this, let's start assembling the deadbolt. All right, the next step here is actually assembling this lock right here. You know something? It's a little easier when the door's hanging on the hinges. So let's do just that. I don't want to lose any pieces, so I'm going to put them back in their homes real quick. Let's put the door back up. All right, here's kind of the easy part of this. We're going to put the lock in together here. Kind of the secret's to put the back in first because it's got the longer piece on it. Get that slid in. All right, I'm gonna put a couple screws in this and then we're gonna fix the latch and we'll have a deadbolt. All right, our last step is to make it so this has something to latch into, right? So let me strike this real quick. I marked it off right here where we need to go. I'm gonna use that same little tool I had. I like these long screws because they grip. Let's get that last screw in. All right. And there we go. We've got a secure lock that's going to make it even harder for somebody to break in.